Greetings, television fanatics. Filmholmes here, and sorry that this video series has kind of been on hiatus for a little bit, but now it's back and going to be better than ever. I'm Filmholmes, and welcome to Too Much Television. Or Too Much TV. Just roll the fucking video thing. So for the first two videos I did for this video series, whatever the hell I'm calling it, basically a spin-off of Too Many Movies, I talked about the first two seasons of one of my all-time favorite comedies, Spin City. And I explained in those videos that I also have the third season. I was going to finish it up and talk about it. Well, I finally did that. And I'm going to finish up all the seasons I have. In those I mentioned, I do not have season 4. It's become basically a bitch to find. It's kind of rare, at least here in the United States, so it's probably going to be a while before I can finish up talking about my love for this series with the 4th season, but for now I'm going to talk about Season 3 of Spin City. So Season 3 of Spin City is just as strong as the first two seasons. It really doesn't show... It doesn't really show any signs of slowing down or wearing out. It's a shame that this show couldn't go on for longer than 4 years. And I know it went on for 6. I don't count the Charlie Sheen years. I mean, he did a really good job on the show. I don't count seasons 5 and 6. The majority of the cast left. Co-creator Bill Lawrence left. It just was not the same show. It wasn't nearly as funny. Like I said in my first two videos about season 1, season 2 of this show, it's definitely an ensemble show. And of course, Michael J. Fox is the reason why a lot of us watched, why a lot of us would watch now. But this supporting cast is one of the greatest supporting casts in comedic television history. Bar none. That is the truth. And I also watch for them. But season 3, the way that it picks up, the main story of the year is Mike's character, Michael Flaherty, going to find out that, I can't remember her name. It's Connie Britton on the show. Just watch the damn show and I can't remember character names. Fantastic. Hang on. I'm going to fix that real quick. Nikki, I knew that all along. I did. I'm good at this job. But Nikki, the office accountant, is madly in love with Mike, and they kind of hinted at that at the end of season 2. Her and Mike made out at Thanksgiving, but nothing really came of it, but she falls in love with Mike. And throughout the majority of the season, at least more than halfway, it's kind of both of them chasing after each other, because Mike eventually finds out, and that's as far as I'll go into it. And it's done very well, and you actually end up wanting to see these characters end up together. It kind of comes out of left field when the season starts. It just hits you in the face with it, but it works. And both characters are lovable, likable, and you want to see them happy and with each other. Because Michael, he starts going to therapy, which is also very, very funny. So we get to see that and learn a little bit more about Mike, and it's just funny, funny stuff. As always, Michael J. Fox is comedic gold. He is a wonderful actor, one of my favorite all-time actors, and he was, to me, his best in the 4 seasons of this show. As for the rest of the season, my other favorite part of it was Carter and Stewart become roommates. And, Carter is a homosexual, he's gay. Stewart is like an alpha male, played by Alan Ruck, who was the best friend in Ferris Bueller, and this is a very different role for him. My favorite role of his is still as Stuart Bondeck on this show, and them living together just leads to a lot of great comedy. Great television comedy, a lot of great moments. There's one time, like at Christmas, they meet up with their neighbors. It's 2 older men, one a gay black man, just like... really? I already forgot his damn name. A gay black man just like Carter, and the other one just like Stewart, a white guy who is very into women. But the twist is, they actually are gay for each other. And it just kind of happened over time, so you start to wonder, Stewart starts to wonder, is that going to happen between him and Carter and all this stuff? It's my other favorite part. Actually, it is my favorite part of season 3. again, put it down, don't need to hold it. And it just leads to so much great stuff. But everybody has great moments. Richard Kind is so wonderful in this show and so funny. The mayor is perfect casting. He's the oblivious mayor almost, but he's also very intelligent, and you just love him. I wish he'd be mayor of the city that I live in. The place would probably be run a lot better. His assistant Janelle and Sparks kind of fly between them a little bit, and that's a good storyline. And Stacy gets a lot of time in the season, though she's gone towards the end of the season. I guess there was some kind of dispute, and she left the show. And unfortunately, she didn't return, which really is a shame, because when she came in season 2, she was a wonderful addition, a wonderful character that, New York woman, and brought a lot to it. And it's a shame that her character, was just kind of forgotten about, because I think the show was kind of hurt that she left. But apparently her manager thought it was a good idea for her to leave and go capitalize on this notoriety. And unfortunately for her, it really wasn't a good idea. But the show didn't suffer for it. It's, it is what it is. And that's basically all the characters. There's a really funny moment where Richard Kind, he lives in Harlem. And, of course, his relationship with his now wife, just a lot of great, funny stuff. Like, towards the end of the season, they're trying to have kids. It looks like they can't have kids, and they're going to try to get Mike to donate his sperm. But Richard Kind's character is just too damn cheap, which is a joke that really comes to fruition in this season. It really did in season 2, but this season it's just so damn funny. And oh God, and they're just gonna he just expects Mike to do it with his wife. His wife knows that, Mike does not. So you can imagine the comedy in that. It's just so good, and it's it leads up to this 2-part season finale, and I enjoyed it, but I know how season 4 starts. And it just it sucks that it went that route in terms of Mike and, Jesus Christ, I can't, so many names to remember, Connie Britton's character, Nikki. It just sucks that, it went the way it did with them, because I really liked them together. And Michael J. Fox and Connie Britton, whatever, they have good chemistry. And I really wanted to see them. I guess I'm ruining something, but it's a comedy show on TV. People are going to break up all the time, so it's the way it is. But regardless, and the season kind of ends on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Season 1 did that too, in a way, and I don't mind that. It just makes you want to watch. And I wish I had season 4 so I could finish up the series, and especially so I could talk about it. But this one has so many classic episodes, from the first episode to the last one. I believe the first episode, Mike finds that there's a baby that's left, for the mayor. Like, a woman abandoned her baby, and Mike kind of goes through a midlife crisis with this baby, and it just makes Nikki feel even closer to him. And it's just, some of the best comedy writing I've ever seen on a TV show, is at least the 3 seasons of Spin City. I know season 4 is good, but I got to rewatch it before I really say something about it, or make an opinion on it. And hopefully one day I can. But season 3 of Spin City, just as good. I don't like it as much as the first 2 seasons, because most comedy shows kind of peak in the second season. Really good ones. I could name a bunch of them, but that's just kind of how it... And I mean, that's not really true. I mean, sometimes even the 8th season can be just as good as season 1, or 2, or 3. In Spin City, I think season 2 was just so near perfect, but season 3 is right up there. So I highly recommend it. I recommend the whole series. I really hope that they re-release the entire series, or at least get season 4 out there so I can buy it, so I can complete my 4-season collection, because this is one of my favorite comedy shows of all time. And season 3 of Spin City, I give it 4.5 out of 5. I really do. There's a few things I didn't like, but honestly, I can't even remember what those things are. It's that good. It really is. Just like seasons 1 and 2. So, highly recommend it. Season 3 is really expensive now. Season 2 is kind of expensive. Season 1 is still really cheap. At least go get Season 1, try it out, and see how much you like it. And hopefully in the future, I can review Season 4. But until then, that wraps up Spin City. I'm going to have to move on to a new show. And that's what I'm going to do in the next one. I'm actually going to talk about a show that the DVD sets are really hard to get a hold of. They're very expensive, or can be, but I still think it is one of the best comedy shows ever made, and someone needs to talk about it. So that's what I'm going to do in the next Too Much TV. That was all the Spin City reviews, and stay tuned for what I'm about to do next. You'll just have to tune in and find out. I'm Filmholmes. I got more TV to watch. I got more TV to watch. Fuck. Alright, until next time, take care.